Call the meeting to order at 7:03. Could everybody say their name? So Lee Wessler is here.
Jordan Stern's here.
Beth Bernard
Grace Jacobson's here.
Mara Roby is here. Everybody has an echo, I just want to say.
That's because somebody has two devices open at the same time.
I hope it's
Okay, then seating of the alternates. We actually have an alternate, which is Beth.
Why is Beth an alternate?
Because she couldn't get appointed. There was that political thing. She couldn't be a full member because she was a Democrat, and there were too many Democrats.
Are you talking about another Beth, or are you talking about me?
Oh no, I'm sorry, Beth.
Talking
You're
about-
on it. I'm thinking of Pam. I mixed up. I'm thinking of Pam. Yeah, Beth is a full member.
And, well, I was going to wait until we got to
So,
hold on.
Can someone try to mute themselves if you've got more than one connection open? We'll test it out and see who's the.
No, Grace just fixed it. Grace had two open.
Yep. All right.
And
I
Maura,
did
you're-
speak with
okay,
Crystal,
Maura's back.
who is on another call right now, but they finally got the letter about Jonathan leaving, so that should
Okay.
clear up the problem with Pam, I'm assuming.
Okay. No, it won't, because Pam's still a Democrat. Well, actually, I have to ask Crystal,
Well, what was Jonathan?
because I don't know.
But was Jonathan a
I
Democrat
don't know
or
if
what?
he was a Democrat or not. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to ask
Okay.
Crystal.
Well, okay. Yeah, and the other thing is, of course, the town website has to be changed. The names have to come off. They still got Al Purcell and Jonathan on there.
Okay, I have to let Ruby know. She does that, right?
No, Ruby has it right on the actual website, but on the town website. In other words,
I'll
if you
just
go
let
to
Chris-
the town of Woodstock,
Yeah. Well, who do we let know? Is that Crystal?
yeah, I'm hoping.
Okay.
But anyway, as I said, she did say that she had another meeting at 7 o'clock. She was trying to get in touch with us also, but not sure whether that's going to happen.
Okay.
And I'm guessing Pam still
okay,
can't
next
get
is
access either. So I'm not the only one.
Okay. Okay, approval of minutes. Beth and Maura, you're muted again.
Yeah.
So any
On
motions on the minutes?
Sorry, I'm purposefully muting myself because there's a lot of noise in the background, okay? Unless I have to talk, I'll come back on, all right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Me too.
Okay.
This is Beth.
Okay, well, we need approval or amendment of the minutes, please.
This is
I wasn't
Jordan
here
and
last
Yeah,
week.
motion.
Jordan. Wait, this is Jordan. It's Jordan,
Jordan.
and Sue Stern for host. And Sue, not Sharon Stern. Chairperson's report. Thanks to Jordan and Sue, Sharon Stern for hosting this meeting. Sue Stern.
What?
Number 5 in the minutes. So for that change.
Did we get approval of the minutes, people? I have not heard.
No, Jordan needs you to, did you hear Jordan's amendment?
No.
Yeah, you wrote
They want to
Sharon
amend
Stern as the host of the web
instead of
thing
Sue.
last week.
Yeah, got it.
Yeah, Sue. Okay.
Okay, fine.
Any,
Can I get approval here?
Make a motion to accept.
Jordan, you
the
want to make a
minutes.
motion to approve?
Yeah, I make a motion to approve.
Hey, Grace, you want a second?
Sure.
Okay. Any discussion? Okay, all in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed?
Aye.
Was that an aye to approve?
Hopefully.
Yeah, that wasn't on.
Okay.
I abstained.
Okay.
Mara Roby, I abstained because I was not here last month.
Yeah, we know. More Jordan.
Okay.
Okay.
Chairman's report, nothing to report. Treasurer's report.
Okay, in the budget, we have 10 cents. And in the special fund, we have 2161.10. And all bills are
Good.
paid.
Good. Any questions? Well, actually, the treasurer, so it turns out we donated money for that conference, right? The one we didn't go to on the land use. We didn't get money back from that, right? Because I got an email thanking all attendees for donating their fund there.
Dues are, okay.
Not the dues, the conference payment.
Yeah, the conference cost, okay. Yeah, I'm guessing. But didn't we pay for that ourselves? I don't think we didn't have money in the budget. No, I take it back.
Okay.
That was that Yukon. I'm guessing, as I said, the $30 for the gal who did the speak on pollinators, the check went out, and Ruby did in fact send me a copy of a bill, and that was sent out also. And as I said, that's where we wound up with a whopping 10 cents until July 1st. So
Right.
don't
But
go
we didn't get a
spending
refund
anything in,
We didn't get a refund for the conference.
I thought we did.
No.
The one I didn't go to.
No, we did not.
Yeah. Okay.
No, that
Any
was a
other
different
questions
one,
for the
Jordan.
treasurer? Oh, hey, Crystal.
You're muted, Crystal.
You're muted.
How's that?
Crystal, you're muted. Okay. Better.
Okay, sorry, I was on a Zoom call for the Pat Boyd. I was a delegate for that and it just ended. So I'm here now.
Sure,
Only us-
after
We
we
had a
started calling
question
your
for you.
names. No?
Sorry, Grace, I thought I had responded
Go
to your
ahead,
email.
Lee.
So, Crystal, we have a question on the town website. Jonathan and AJ are still listed as members. Do we talk to you about getting their names off, or there's someone else from the town to contact? And you're muted again. You're muted again.
Okay, how's that? Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Hello? Okay, send me an
Yeah.
email at Crystal
We could-
Adams. Hello?
Okay.
So weird.
Yeah.
Okay, so send me an email at crystaladams@woodstockct.gov and I'll make whatever changes need to be made.
Okay.
Okay. And the other thing that came up, Pam Spaeth is down as an alternate. And I understand, according to Lee, it was because of she was a Democrat or something. I'm not sure. Now that Jonathan is gone, can she just take his spot, or is her political affiliation still an issue? Crystal?
We can't hear you.
Can't hear you. You're not muted, but we can't hear you, Crystal.
Crystal, we can't hear you.
Oh, this is fun.
Yeah,
You
Right,
can
is-
call
can you
in.
hear me
I'll
now?
email you
can
the
call in.
question. Yeah,
Yep.
can you
Are
hear
you
me?
there?
Yeah.
Crystal? Okay.
Yes, I
Did
can hear
you
you.
hear? Okay. Again, the question was, Pam Spaeth is down as an alternate. We now have openings because AJ and Jonathan will be removed. And I'm wondering if she cannot be put on as a regular. And Lee had mentioned there was some issue because she was down as a Democrat. And I didn't know what the specific listing on the, whatever the list is that the selectmen have. And she's gone again.
Okay, well, I'll email Crystal. Okay, communications, Grace?
All right. No, it was just, as I say, Jonathan finally got his resignation in, and they thanked me for my service, which I'm beginning to question at this point. But I guess my term was up, and they just said, "Hi, are you going to do this again?" And I said, "Yeah, sure."
Do you have to go in front of the selectmen again?
Nope.
Oh, wow.
Which is another thing we're not going to get into. I think when we got the new selectmen, things changed a little.
Good. Okay.
Yes. Much easier.
Old business. Old business. There's no DRC
Yep.
report.
No.
Crystal, anything? Can we hear you, Crystal? Anything with open space? Crystal
I
shakes
don't
her
know.
head
Can
no.
you hear me? Can
Now
you
we
hear
can
me or
hear
not?
you.
Okay,
Yes.
now I
Yes, we can hear you.
good. No, there's nothing
Was
to
there
report. We
anything in
didn't have a
open
meeting.
space?
No,
Oh,
we did not
good.
have a meeting.
Okay.
Okay, so back all business, Crystal, because we can hear you now. Pam, who's an alternate now, can she become a full member because Jonathan's gone, or are we still held up because she's a Democrat? Do you know the rule about that?
I need to check and see. Yeah, it depends on the numbers of how many Democrats to how many Republicans we have. So I'll have to check the list
Right.
to see because I don't have
Yeah,
that
see, 'cause-
memorized.
Yeah, because if Jonathan was a Democrat, maybe she could take his place.
That's
If he
what I
was a
think.
Republican, yeah. If he was a Republican, then we can't.
Right. So I'll check
But
that.
again, their list still also includes AJ. I don't know what he was either. So anyway, when you
I'll check
get a
that tomorrow.
chance, please check. Thank you.
Okay, P&Z,
Okay, do we have any?
for P&Z, there's a meeting coming up Thursday, and on the agenda are two things that may impact us. One is a change in a subdivision, which I don't have any information on. And the other is that Woodstock stand on 171, they officially want to convert it to a convenience store with a gas station. So I have all the plans for that and the engineer evaluation, and I have to talk to Jean, see if she thinks whether we evaluate it or whether we wait to hear from P&Z as to whether we evaluate it. And then the house that has those little lodges on, or it's still ongoing discussion between them.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Anything on the Ag Commission, Grace?
No, no meeting.
Okay, and G's not here for the pollinator pathway. Crystal, anything on Sustainable Connecticut? Crystal,
You missed
anything on
stewardship.
Sustainable Connecticut?
Mm.
Oh, okay, I'll get back.
All right.
Okay, I'm sorry, Crystal, you're muted again. Okay, stewardship. So
Yeah.
Did you take the people out to 50 Acre Wood?
Yep, we had 4 people show up to 50 Acre Wood, and we just did a walkthrough, and we now have a Facebook page where we're all part of, and where we can check in about what needs to get done. The trail doesn't need a ton of work, but it needs a relocation in one area that's a wetland. Just a little, maybe 30 feet to the right, just to avoid
There is
a wet
actually,
area.
there is a bypass there.
Yeah, there's a couple.
That's
There's
okay.
a couple
That's
spots.
all right.
So,
Yeah.
we're gonna make sure it's marked and make sure it's blazed, and then there'll be some like invasive stuff and poison ivy control in some areas. A couple trees down, but for the most part, the neighbors who showed up were really involved and excited. They have a lot of time now because they're not working due to the pandemic. So I'd like to utilize them now. I'm not sure how long we'll have them as stewards for that, but that was great. And Maura and I headed out on Sunday. I don't know. What day is it?
Saturday.
I don't know. Maura and I went out to steward a property, and it went really well. I don't know if you want to talk a little bit about it, Maura. I'll give you the stage before I take over.
Oh, well, we went to 145 Center Cemetery Road, and we met with Christina and John Gregorzek. And they were really, really sweet young couple with a couple of kids. And they were very helpful in telling us they had seen our conservation, Woodstock conservation plaques in the back of their place. We were just trying to get a feel. This was kind of a difficult to there's a lot going on. It was a subdivision, and there's some open space land, but then there's also some easements, and most of it's like 50 feet of buffer in front of a number of the houses that were put in. So we were just trying to figure out where we were, and we did a little bit. We didn't walk the whole, like there's a 22 acre open space behind them, but just to get an idea. And we did put up a couple of we didn't have the easement markers. We only have open space markers. So I think we should actually get some ones that say easement on them. And so anyway, we put some up. but mostly it was marked very well. So we were happy with that, and we're thinking that probably the open space land is probably marked good too, because it was marked in the back of Christina and John's house. And then one other thing is I
Maura?
asked them if they would. Yep.
I actually did some of that with the owner of the property that backs them quite a few years ago. And he was very adamant that he knew exactly where everything was. Of course, I didn't know anything that I was doing at that point, but that you might want to talk to the gentleman that, as I say, his property borders it. Because he kept saying, I don't know why this has to go up. And it's like, I don't know. But seriously, I mean, he was very adamant. He knew what he was doing. He was showing me, and I was pretending like I knew what he was talking about. But actually, as I said, we may have easement markers. I'm not 100% positive, but I will look through what I have and get back with you.
Okay.
Thanks,
So,
Grace.
if
We
you
saw
can
an
tell me-
old.
I'm sorry?
Mark. We saw
Go
an
ahead.
oldies. We saw an old easement marker on the tree, so I know that there used to be some. Hopefully, there's some in the closet. One thing we noticed was that there is part of the property is accessed and used by a farmer, so we need to check the easement just to make sure that that's allowed.
actual
or
map,
I didn't know
yes.
if anyone had past
Mm-hmm.
history on that.
As I said, it's quite a few years ago that I did it. I apologize. I don't remember everything. But if there are easements, they have to be recorded. They would be on the deeds. So that would be a question of getting into the town hall records when and if it ever opens up again.
Okay.
But it will be there, okay?
Well, we have.
How did you guys
the
pick this
map
property to
showing
look at? How did you guys
Laura,
pick
go
this
ahead.
property to look at?
Ruby had the list, I guess, from Jean. I think Jean might be on now, even though she's muted. She had the list from Jean, and I guess, I'm not sure who decided where to start, but Ruby gave us, she went, I guess, and got the survey, and she sent it to us. And I think maybe the thinking was that this was going to be an easier one to look at. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm actually not sure who decided that.
Also, it's Ruby sent letters to the folks along this road who have that 50-foot easement. And I think, I could be wrong, but I think that this was the only landowner that contacted Ruby back. So we figured, why not start with them? Because they actually were in touch. So hopefully, hopefully we'll get another steward out of this as well. They seem interested in possibly becoming stewards.
Good job.
Yeah.
Any
it
other
was,
questions for him?
Hi, it's Jean. I'm
Wait a minute. I just
sorry
want
that
to
I'm
add.
signing in late.
All right, Jean, hold on. So we, Beth was able to put that OnX Hunt app on her phone. And we liked that, thought that was a good app. And I know that last time we talked, you said, let us know which one you would like and maybe we can purchase. Now, we don't know if we can get like two sign-ons or whatever. I think that would be helpful. It's $30 a year. So we thought maybe if we could get a couple of them, because I don't know if we're supposed to share a password and like, you know, that's probably not really the way you're supposed to do it. But that was our thought.
Well, yeah, if they allow an organization to purchase an app, then we can share the password. If it's for an individual, then we can't. But we have to wait till next fiscal year to give you the money.
Exactly.
Well, isn't there
All
like
right, well-
$2,000? What about that special account? There's like $2,000 something in there.
No, that's a special account for special occasions.
Because, well,
Well,
2 months ago
I
when
purchased
we
it.
talked about it, you guys said that we could come to you guys and that the commission would pay for it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, we'll have the money next month.
Okay,
Yeah,
so this is not the
budget.
free one that I had
next
sent you,
month.
huh?
I didn't realize next month. Okay, that's good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So right now I'm still on like the 7-day trial, I think, but I'll just let it lapse if that's fine.
Okay.
Unless I have to sign up as Conservation Commission, but I think it's just they don't have an organization sign up. It's just individual.
And Beth, if we decide to go out again, I can do the 7-day trial because I didn't do it. So we'll have another, you know, if we decide we want to go out for the end of the month or whatever.
Yeah, definitely. Okay.
Did you happen to look at the one that I sent you from the Forester? That gives you 3 free ones. And then if you want
Do you
the
remember what it
more
was
involved app,
It doesn't have parcel maps on it, does it?
hold on.
What was it called?
We need something with parcel maps. That's the thing. And I don't think I've used that one, and I didn't recall it having parcel maps.
No, you have to download from the town stuff, the parcel maps. But it's just that, as I said, it would give you three parcels free. And then, you know, from there, if you wanted more, you'd have to pay for it. But, okay, as I say, it was, I know it worked very well when we did it over at, on Quarry Road.
Grace,
Grace,
what was it called?
Yes.
What was the app called? What was the app called?
Avenza.
Oh, Avenza.
Is that it?
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Whatever.
When I've used Avenza, I don't know if that's a different one, but all it was you actually downloaded old, what were those maps called? Those kind of maps in Avenza? Topographical maps. I didn't see anywhere where you could do the parcels, but maybe it's changed because that was like a year or 2 ago that I did that.
Okay, just check that out, and you let us next month when we have the budget. We'll just approve the money for whichever app you think's appropriate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else with stewardship? And the Crystal Pond project.
I wanted
Yes?
to, did that guy Jonathan ever get vests, steward vests? I thought he ordered those.
I have them. They're not steward.
Oh,
I mean,
good.
they're, you know, just, yeah, I've got a bunch of them in the garage.
I think they're supposed to be for stewards so that when they walk around, people, you know.
Well,
they can
would you
say, "Oh,
like
yeah,
to
I'm
come over and get them and you can give them to people? That's fine.
Not now.
I have no issues with that.
I was just asking. Yeah, not now.
Yeah.
I was just
No,
asking
we
if they
do
were-
have, I don't
Okay.
remember how many there are, but we did buy them from the town. Yes.
Okay, great.
I had
Cool.
one quick thing.
Reflective vests, that's what they are.
That would be really useful to have, Grace.
Yep. Oh yeah, that's
one quick
why
thing
we
about
bought them.
The CFPA trail and the Hibbard property, I just want to let everybody know.
Yes.
It's like
Yeah.
it's like 3/4. It's like 3/4 of the way complete. And Brennan, who's the trail manager,
Yeah.
the trail steward for CFPA, has had to cancel his trail crew for the summer because of the pandemic. So unfortunately, you know, as much as he can get out to Woodstock to finish it on his own, he's gonna try, but I don't think a whole lot is gonna get done this year. He's not, at least this summer. He's not super comfortable working with a group of volunteers right now either, just because of everything that's going on. So I just want to let everybody know the internal loop is almost done, but it's not connected. The part that connects to where the town beach is still not a trail. It's not a marked trail yet.
Now wait a minute. I'm talking of the Hibbard property that's by 50 Acre Woods. That's the one I was asking about. Not the one that they're doing by the town beach. That's different.
It's the same one, isn't it?
Yeah.
No.
It's the
No,
same, it's
as
the same
Jean
one.
pointed out, it's a very separate piece of property.
But the town doesn't
It's
have any
separate from the
easement
50
or
acre
open
wood.
space on a Hibbard to the 50 acre wood.
What?
There's no open space on that Hibbard. This is Jean speaking. There's no easement or anything that I'm aware of on the Hibbard property that's adjacent to the 50 acre wood. It's a relation, I believe, of John Hibbard, but it was not John Hibbard's property. So the property that's adjacent to the town beach is removed from the 50 acre wood. They're not connected. But the
I know.
50 acre wood,
And
but the one that's
not
trails further down Dodge Road.
Yeah, that's the one I was questioning. That guess I'm directing this to Beth now.
Yeah, the property I'm talking about is not directly contiguous with the 50 acre wood, but it's just down the road. And it's it is a Hibbard property. It was left to CFPA, and CFPA is putting a Blue Blaze trail on it. And they had asked to connect that trail to where the town beach area is. Is that what you're talking about?
No.
Grace?
I was questioning when I went out and walked on the 50 acre wood. There was all sorts of flagging. And when I had questioned that, you had said that Brennan was in charge of that. And I questioned, I thought that piece was actually part of the 50 acre wood and not the Hibbard property.
Yeah.
And that's what I wanted to know. Now, as far as connecting, go ahead.
No, you go.
No, they basically, as I said, that piece of property is on Dodge Road. But now up by the town beach, that's quite a ways away. I don't know how that would ever be connected. And I mean, I don't particularly, I'm not concerned with that. As I said, my concern was I was wondering where that property ended and the 50 acre wood was, because the markings I found, I thought that was actually part of the 50-acre wood, because that was where the vernal pool was. And the vernal pool was part of the 50-acre wood.
Okay, so you know what, Grace, I can send
Maybe they're,
everybody a map of what CFPA has for their managed property, and we can compare it with our 50-acre wood map. I can email that to you, to everybody.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, that way we can clarify. Yeah.
Yeah, just because it's now getting very confusing.
Okay, now that Jean's
Next.
here, Jean, did you get the P&Z minutes?
I didn't get anything in the mail.
Because they're gonna
Did you get a packet in the mail?
yeah, I got it on Saturday. So there's gonna
I didn't
that
see
gas
anything.
station on 171. That gas station on 171, they made a formal proposal.
Okay, I had
So-
heard a rumor that it was being reviewed by wetlands first. And I knew it was coming. So yes, that is something that we will need to review. And we can do that via Zoom if you want to. I could not get on Zoom tonight for some reason, but but we can set it up so we can have a Zoom meeting to go through that and pull up maps and whatnot. There is one concern that I have just because I don't know the answer, and the 1883 map, which I have a copy of across the hall, it shows a Native American burial ground somewhere in the vicinity, and I just want to make sure that is acknowledged and they get a proper review by the state archaeologist to assure that that site won't be disturbed, or if it is, proper accommodations are being made for it. So when is the on that? They've accepted the packet and the clock is ticking, or what's the status of that, Lee? Are you in there?
I'm back.
I'm not hearing
What
anything but noise. Are you still there?
I'm back. I got booted out. I'm back.
Okay. That's why you're not answering my questions, I suppose. Did they? When is the date of the public hearing, or have they accepted the application, or does that still have to be accepted?
It's on the agenda for new business
I'm not
for
hearing it.
Thursday.
I'm not hearing it. It's new business on Thursday. So at
It's
that
on
point,
the
then
agenda
they'll
for new
accept.
business on Thursday. Yeah.
Dean, you must have two
Yes?
Zooms open because you're getting a real echo. So close one of them.
I do not have two Zooms open. I only am on my phone. My computers are off.
Oh, now you don't have the echo. You had an echo.
All right, it
and
was
that's what
me.
we
I
thought it
tried
was.
to get back on. It didn't work. Go ahead.
So they're accepting the application on this coming Thursday? Repeat that again, Lee.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So we have to set up a meeting. It could be any time almost. But I'd like to see the whole application before I set up the meeting.
Yeah, I just got booted out again. I missed that. So are you gonna, so you're gonna get the, are you gonna, how are you gonna get the application?
I'll contact Tina.
Okay, and let me know. And then there's
Okay,
something on
we'll
new
set up
business.
something. Is there
Thursday.
a particular night I should avoid?
Tuesday.
Can't be tomorrow,
Wednesday
but I'll
is
set
good.
it up for, Tuesday is a bad night or a good night?
Bad night.
Okay, we'll set it up for a
Monday
different
or
night then.
Wednesday?
I'll contact
Okay.
this week. I won't have the packet. We have time. If they're just accepting the application, we don't have to have a review in when they accept the application. We can put it off a week or two.
Right. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
And then there's something on the agenda for.
I'll
there's
send you an
also
email.
something on the- Okay. There is also something on the agenda for redoing a subdivision. But I don't have any info on that one.
22nd.
Okay.
Lee?
Yeah, Thursday night.
I'll email Tina and ask. Okay, I'll email you. We'll pick out some dates and we'll properly notify everybody about the meeting.
Okay. Okay, so moving
we
on,
on,
the Crystal Pond project. What?
Which Zoom account are we on now? Are we still on the church's, the synagogue's Zoom account, or are we on our own, the town one?
Yes. Sue and Jordan's Zoom account.
We're on the synagogue one?
Yeah. Happy to let somebody else take it over.
Okay.
Do you have
Does
one, Jean?
the
Do it on
town
the
have
town.
a Zoom account?
This is Crystal Adams.
Who has Zoom?
Yes, we do.
I'm sorry, I
did
didn't
send
hear
out
that.
This is Crystal Adams. We do have a town Zoom account. I did send information out to all of the chairs of the boards and commissions about how to schedule, how to get your board or conservation or commission meetings scheduled on the town Zoom account.
Do you think that would work any better, or does it matter?
It's easy on us.
I don't
For
think it'll
me-
matter which account you use. I think these are true for any account.
Okay.
But if we use the town's account, then when we download it, they have it already. We'll just download it and ship it to you.
Yeah, that would make it easier because the link to the recording comes automatically to my work email. This is Crystal Adams again. And then from there, I just upload to YouTube, and then I would send Grace the link to the YouTube video for the minutes.
Okay.
Okay, we'll make sure that we
Cool.
get that information and we sign up to the Zoom account. That way, if Jordan doesn't want to be part of the meeting, he is not obliged to be at his computer so that we can connect. So we'll use the account going forward. Thank you.
Okay, so this is Crystal Adams again. So Lee or Grace, or I would just need someone would just email my work email and say, hey, can you schedule this meeting at this day at this time? Give me about a week ahead of time and I'll get it done, and then send you the information for the that you need to put on the agenda. You can schedule them ahead of time. It's very
Okay.
easy to do.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. Thanks. So old business, the Crystal Pond project has been put off to the fall. That the Connecticut Trail thing, but they're thinking of having something virtually, which I'm not sure how that would work. They'd have like a video of different spots, but that I don't think that would be the same impact as having something live. So it'll probably be like a Walktober time frame.
Okay. If
Any
Jason Newton
questions on
puts
that?
together a slideshow, if Jason, this is Jean speaking, if Jason Newton puts together a slideshow and uses a Zoom meeting format, you can accompany up to 100 people, 100 participants at a time, and you just tell all the participants other than the presenter to turn off their video and their audio, and it's just like doing a webinar. So that's likely what they'll do.
Yeah, and I'm not sure whether
This is-
people are really going to want to turn out for something like that.
It's
But there's not much
the
to do
realities
on our
of
part.
trying to have pandemic. So I got about 30 people to sign up for the septic system workshop. I had people sign up for the riparian buffer workshop. So there are people who are willing to do it as an alternate thing than watch binge watching something on Netflix. And other people aren't comfortable with it.
But I'm not sure there's a rush. It's not like there's a rush to have this event. So I think waiting to the fall and we can have people live out in the woods and actually walk the trail. I think it's worth just waiting till things open up again. But there's really nothing for
Or
us
have
to
both.
do. You can have both, but there's not much for us to do about it. Other than come and watch if we want.
And I think being
any other
educated on the
questions on
subject
that?
is worth.
Okay, so
This is Grace, and
Jean's gonna
basically,
sign
Lee, I
up.
agree with you.
Yeah, well, it's we'll if it's going to happen in June, I'll announce it next meeting, and people who want to sign up can sign up for it. And I guess we'll put it on our website and we'll promote it, and we can put it on Facebook and try to get people in Woodstock interested in it. Okay, new business. Grace,
That fits our commitment.
Jean? I'm sorry, what? Jean?
This is Jean. I said I believe that fits the commitment that we agreed to help publicize the event.
Yeah. Right.
Okay, we kind of passed over sustainable CT. Is there anything there? Crystal?
This is Crystal.
Hello?
Can you hear me? Hello,
Yes,
Grace. Can
ma'am.
you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Yes, I
The
can.
sustainable
I was just asked. Yes,
There
go ahead.
Sustainable CT is continuing to have weekly coffee hour meetings on Fridays on different topics. I believe last month, Jordan and maybe Ruby, somebody else had asked for the link to that, so I forwarded them the information. Again, I feel like I don't really want to bring them in until we can actually bring people in for a in-person meeting. They offered to do it online, but again, I don't feel we're going to get as much interest. So yeah, that's where we are with that. Because I do want to bring them in and invite the other boards and chairs and commissions and interested citizens and have like a nice big meeting where people can ask questions and get answers. But I just don't see a lot of participation in that doing it remotely.
I agree, Crystal.
I agree with you.
Crystal, this
call.
is Jean.
Grace,
They have an
Yeah.
amphitheater at Roseland Park where it is possible for people to bring their own chairs and be physically separated by whatever distance requirements are, 6 feet. And I don't know if they have power there, but I think they do. And maybe having an outdoor meeting could be a new way to do this so that we're safe and still meeting.
This is Crystal Adams. I believe they do have power. However, Roseland drastically reduced their hours this week. And two, if I could 100% control the weather, I would be up for that in a heartbeat. Unfortunately, I don't have that much control. So I'd be a little concerned with trying to schedule that right
Really?
now. I wish I had that much control.
Well, you do a rain date.
So yeah.
I have issues with to plan things around weather, but we get through. You just plan a rain date. That's
Well,
a suggestion. It's not an order.
Regardless, Jean, they did reduce their hours. They're closed on weekends and they're only open, I believe, from 7 to 11 in the mornings right now. And I don't know for how long that
Yeah.
would be.
Exactly. Basically,
Whether it was suspicious.
yeah, any other
we're
comments
looking
on that?
at a second wave of openings as of June 20th. So I would kind of like to wait until then. It's easier. Have I been
That makes
muted?
sense.
No, nobody's.
No, we hear you.
All right.
Okay, Grace, any workshops? Any virtual workshops you hear about?
Oh, probably virtuals. I don't respond to most of them. I don't particularly care for them. I don't get a lot out of them. But none that I know of. I'm sorry. No.
Hey, yeah, I didn't hear about any either. Okay, open discussion. Jordan, anything, Jordan?
I pulled up the Crystal Pond Dodge Road map on my computer, Muddy Brook Pond going through the Muddy Brook River, going through the pond and all that. I can't share it with you, but anyhow, I have it in front of me.
Yeah.
Let's talk about any of that.
And
That's all I have.
Okay. Maura, you got anything?
I think Jordan just asked to share something, and then you have to give him control to do that, I think.
No, he said he can't.
Only
He's
if you
the
want.
web.
No, Sue gave it to you, Lee.
Oh, you can do it right now? What?
Yeah.
Oh, how do
I
I do
can
it?
share with you. Go to the bottom, go to share.
Share content?
Share screen.
Jordan, come back.
You got to get it up on your screen, and then you share the screen.
I'm here. See, I've got.
I'm on my
post
iPad.
Disabled. Let me ask Sue to do it. Hang on.
Okay.
What are we doing with Crystal Pond Road? I don't understand the reason for this.
He has the map.
He has a map.
Yeah.
I didn't know if anybody wanted to see it or not, but I have it here. I was going to share it so you could look at it.
I have the share screen disabled for your safety. Hang on, I have to change the settings.
So Sue, are you saying that when your share is allowed, that's how people can hack in?
Yes, sometimes. So by default, I close those options off when I'm starting a meeting, but I enabled it. I am happy to do so.
Nice.
There, can people see it now?
This is
Yeah.
Jean speaking. The share screen function has been misused by some people, but it's also a great way to share documents and or other information
No, it's
during
really great.
meetings.
It is, it's great. Just by default, mine is set not to share screens because I'm mostly working with children. Sorry.
Oh yeah, that could be misused.
A little.
So people can see this, my screen now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, we can.
So Jordan, what are we?
Well, I don't know if you were talking about the Muddy Brook and Dodge Road and all that. So I just
Yeah,
pulled
the
it up
property's where your arrow is, right?
there
That's
or
the
here.
Hibbert property, right?
I'm not sure.
Isn't this a parcel map?
This is called Visions. It's the town of Woodstock map from Envisions. It's called. You can go here and see
Yeah,
anybody's
vision
house or
appraisal, and they should have, isn't there parcels that you can click on? No? Maybe it's just Google
yeah,
Maps.
there it is.
I think
Well, no, I
the
clicked on this
question
one. It says
was,
210.
oh, okay, there you go. Oh, no, it doesn't say who owns it.
No. So
This
who's
is
that?
Beth. I think that the property we were referring to, it does abut Dodge Road. But I will send a map to you all.
Who's
I
that?
think it's where your arrow was originally is the property.
Click on that one.
Dodge Road is down here though.
Yeah, over to the right on the screen. Yeah, that property. I think that's it.
This is Jean.
I believe that's
The,
it, yeah.
The Connecticut Forest and Park Association land is a flag lot, so it does have a short bit of frontage on Dodge Road, but that frontage is not next to the 50-acre wood. There's another property in between.
Right, correct. Yep, and that's why they can't touch each other, or the trails won't merge between the two.
Right. Well, anyhow, so let Laura send out the maps. I just wanted to share this with you.
Okay, thanks, Jordan.
Sorry.
Okay, Maura, any open discussion?
Not that I can think of, thank you.
Beth, any open discussion?
I'm excuse me, I'm hosting a webinar tomorrow at 7 p.m. called Become a Backyard Naturalist. It's actually filled. We got about 300 people to sign up, but if you want a copy of the recording, I'm happy to send it.
I'm coming.
I think I signed up for that too. Thanks for the
Awesome.
reminder.
Awesome, thanks.
Is it Woodstock people coming or people from all over the place?
Mostly all over Connecticut, mostly.
And you're sponsoring it through?
Connecticut Forest
CFPA.
and Park Association.
Okay, cool. Okay, Crystal, anything?
No, I do want to say, if you need information that is going to be at the Thursday P&Z meeting, it's all online. If you go to the town website and the P&Z page, there's a link that will take you to all of the information, and you can download, like the application for the gas station and the subdivision modification. It's all there.
Okay, nice. Well, I got it all. They sent me the packet, but Jean, that's the way Jean can access it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thanks.
Just so
Hey,
you know,
Grace,
Lee,
anything?
just so you know, Lee, we can only see from your nose down.
Oh. I have like trifocals and it's hard for me to see the screen. Okay, Grace, anything?
Nope.
Jean?
Yes. First, you bypass pollinator pathway on the agenda.
Oh, no, we didn't bypass it. You weren't here when I called it out.
You weren't there.
Okay, back to that.
Oh, it came after stewardship. I didn't hear it come up. I was there for stewardship. No updates.
Yeah, we
I don't know how
up.
to do better outreach. I would like to have better access to, but through an independent social media account that's not linked to my personal account, and I have to set one up, and then I'll try to get going through that mechanism, but I haven't done that yet. It's very difficult that you need to engage people at a time when you're not able to be around people. So I did speak to the owner of Woodstock Farm and let her know about the project so that she could plan for next year, maybe carrying more native plant types. Of course, the Larsons know about it. It's Spruce Hill Gardens, and I have still got to talk to the managers at Mackey to let them know too. That's just, that's the most I've done. Go out plant shopping and talk to the nursery owners to make sure that they're aware of this so that they can apply the kind of plants that we're trying to promote. And in terms of other stuff, the septic system workshop, Jordan was there. I remember Maura was online. Both said it was very informative.
Yeah, I was there too. I was there.
It was a good workshop. I love that presenter. He's great. So it was, I thought it was a good workshop. It is posted online. If anybody wants the link, let me know, and I'll get you to be able to watch it at your convenience. It's been recorded. Riparian buffer workshop that we did, still not online because we're having some technical difficulties with getting that recording up, but it will be up there eventually. Water testing one is online. If anybody wants to have an access to that one, it was another good workshop, very informative. Voting workshop for the Thames River Basin Partnership has been canceled because of the COVID-19 virus.
This is Sue. Jean, is this a bad time to ask you how the library can get hold of a pollinator pathway sign? Because we're going to put a little garden in.
You mean like some kind of a acknowledgement that you're on the pollinator pathway?
Yeah, aren't there little signs?
We haven't ordered any as the Conservation Commission. That's something that we've not discussed yet, and there's no money in the budget for it right now.
So I can just
if
contact-
that's something we can, what we could do is order them and then have people buy them back so we can keep buying more. But we'd have to make a decision, we want to order them. Is there
We had something.
a discussion about the commission? They're under $5 a piece. So if we purchase them, people can buy them to put up on their property and help publicize the Pollinator Pathway Initiative.
But you
And
can charge extra.
if it's allowable at the town, I'd have to find out if we can profit off of them. I mean,
Yeah,
sometimes it's done as a, but I don't know if we're allowed to do that kind of fundraiser.
No, we're not fundraising for our commission.
No.
We're a public, you know, we represent the public. But that's a good idea. So we'll keep it on when we get our budget back next month, we can discuss it.
Well, it won't be till July 1st, but yeah. The fiscal year.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I've got a
So,
question.
but we can do that, Sue. If we can order some and then, you know, sell them at cost. And then when we get the money, we can put it back into the account so that we can buy more.
Okay, thank you.
And warrants.
I have a question.
Thanks,
I'm at the
Gene.
town.
Anything else?
Woodstock.
Yeah, go.
Yeah, I'm at the town Woodstock, and where do I find that meeting about on Thursday? Where do I go to find about the meeting?
Go to boards and commissions, go to P&Z, and then there'll be a link for the agendas
This
and the
is
minutes.
Crystal. At the top of the town of Woodstock, I think go to government, and then there's boards and commissions, and then planning and zoning from there.
Yeah, you can actually go to the meeting. You can join the Zoom meeting.
Right, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that'd be fun.
Okay, 21st, I see. This is all the 21st stuff coming up on the 21st, Crystal?
Yes, are you on the Planning and Zoning Commission page?
Yeah, it says filed May 21st PZC documents.
Yes,
It's got
so
your
there's
name
like
over
21
everything.
documents, I believe. Yeah, because it's using my OneDrive folder. So everything is there, except there's one thing that came in tonight that I've got to add tomorrow when I get to work.
But there should be a link to go to the Zoom meeting too, right?
Yeah, to do that, Jordan, you'll have to go, there's a tab at the top of the screen. I believe it says documents and agendas and minutes, and click on the agendas and minutes, and then go down until you get the planning and zoning, and then go to agendas and click, and then you'll see where you can click for the agenda for the May 21st meeting.
Okay, so go to government first. Where do you go first? Where do you go to get that?
Go a little bit over to the right, and I think it says documents and agendas.
Documents, forms, yeah. Agenda
Yeah, and
minutes,
is
yeah.
there agendas minutes? Yeah, click on agendas minutes,
Yeah,
and then scroll down until you get to Planning and Zoning Commission. And then there'll be a couple of hyperlinks. One will be for agendas. Click on agendas 2020, and then it'll bring up all the agendas for all of the Planning and Zoning Commission meetings so far this year. And then you'll
Nice.
click on the one for May 21st.
I got it. Thank you.
Thanks, Crystal. Okay,
You're welcome.
anything else for the good of the order?
No,
Hearing none. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
make motion to adjourn.
Second.
Okay. Thank
Who
you.
seconded? Who
Maura,
is the second? Maura.
Maura.
Yeah, got it. Thank you.
Stop
Okay,
the recording.
off recording.
Stop recording.
I'll do it.
Okay, thank you, everybody.
Happy Memorial
Good night.
Day.
Bye.
Stay safe.
Bye, guys.
Bye. See y'all later.